I just started doing a bit of the grooming, a bit of the fine tuning. I'm in a 6-foot hole where the tank's gonna go. Tomorrow is gonna be the bigger day where I'm gonna work all day to get this prepped for the tank. Today's Sunday and it's a nice calm day. So I was really anxious to get down here and try to see how it's gonna go. So here's the side that the tank's gonna be delivered to. They're gonna come in here. They're gonna drop it down right here where I'm standing. I just started grading this out. This is all graded roughly about 6 feet wide, 8 feet long. And I've got plenty of space over here. This is the line where it stops. And up there is where the line to the house, from the house, will come this way, about 150 feet. And then this will be the tank, and then we'll go down this way to the lines. So I didn't want to take out all these bushes, so we brought a line out further to about here. This is where the junction box will be. And then here's my 3 leach lines. And this all have to be groomed. These are all about 3.5 feet deep, which they need to be 3 feet at least. These are 3 or 4. So yeah, once I get it out here, it'll all go downhill from here. So this will be up higher in this spot. I have to fill in quite a bit because we're going to be at 53 inches off the base from there. So 53 inches will be right there, and that'll give us some room to be high. This is the point where we want to be highest, which is great. I eyed it up pretty well. So I dug this hole a little bit ago, and in preparation for everything. So I'm looking forward to installing this thing, and I do have some experience with landscape and hardscape and raking and leveling and things, but it's pretty simple concept. You just have to be careful to your levels so the water flows downhill. But I think that a lot of people can do this. If you're handy and you're willing to learn, you could do your own septic tank, the whole system. Yes. Today is a lovely, lovely evening. No wind at all. No wind at all. It's really nice. The forecast shows very little to no wind. I'm making a wonderful keto because I got some plants in there. Ground beef, also some sausage, Italian sausage, peppers, onions. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Living out here is so beautiful. It can be extreme, but it can also be very, very calm and very beautiful. Yeah, so I'm gonna wear this flimsy looking hat to keep the sun off my head. Working with the backhoe. There are so many stones that I dug up, and I'm really delighted because I've been a stonemason for 25 years, and I've got some ideas and plans for these stones. So when I started digging this stuff up, I felt like I hit the jackpot. So I got to collect all these stones, put them up by my shipping container and up by the future home, and build something out of them. Let me tell you a little story as you're watching me struggle to get this stone up here. When I was a kid, I was 13 and I was working for my dad, and I was on a rock pile, and I just started working for him. And I looked at the rock pile and I looked at the skid steer bucket. And I was supposed to load the stones into the skid steer. He's like, get certain types of stones. Get the stones with a nice flat face on them. So I'd look around and I didn't know what I was looking at. And I remember him getting real frustrated. He's like yelling from the other side of the yard, just pick up a stone and throw it in the bucket. So this brings back a lot of fond memories. Of course, working for 25 years in the business, that's just professional. That's not mentioning, starting with my dad at 13, 14, and working in the summers. So after a little bit of raking and shoveling to kind of get things smoothed out, I want to run this plate compactor over the area. This is what I call walking the dog. It's supposed to have handles on the back, and I originally had the handle like the lawnmower where you hold it from the back. It's steel, but the rubber washers went out, so I just lead it around with this until I find some rubber washers. But it works just fine. It's actually kind of nice to have the strap on there because I use it later on to hoist it out of the pit. Yeah, so you can just go along it. I compact it twice. So after I do this round of compaction, I get the rake and the shovel and the level, and I go over it again. So this way it gets compacted twice. This is the most important and precise part of the job because you want to have that septic tank sitting there nice and solid and level for a lifetime. level most of the way through. Almost perfect. Well, thanks for watching this video. The next one's coming out real soon. Already been working on it. These are the stones I collected from one of the sides of the track. I've got a few more that I'm going to put down by the house, but this is where we're going to have our other shipping container and our carport. Thanks for watching.